Once upon a time, a car broke every rule.
This baby hits 88 miles per hour. You're gonna see some serious shit.
It didn't just move people, it moved imaginations.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
The Delorean wasn't about speed, it was about the future. But the future never stops. And now, someone's bringing that vision back, not on wheels, but on the blockchain. Evan Kuhn, president of Delorean Labs, is merging innovation with imagination, building the next generation of mobility, powered by Web3. This is Evan Kuhn here on the Yellow Podcast.
Hi guys, it's Shyla again. I'm here with Evan Kuhn from Delorean Labs. So this is a really exciting interview for us. And thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine. So we can just get started. But firstly, I'd just like to ask for a little explanation. Maybe if you want to give like a little 1 minute explanation of what Delorean Labs is doing, that'd be great.
Yeah, of course. So Delorean Labs is part of the Delorean Motor Company, the iconic vehicle that you probably all know and love from the Back to the Future movies, the time machine. So Delorean Labs is coming out with a new electric vehicle. It's called the Alpha 5, and we are selling it on the blockchain. So we've partnered with SUI, and we've sold the first 1,000 vehicle build slots. You can check those out at marketplace.delorean.com. They sell to USDC, and of course our DMC token, which is essentially the lifeblood of the Delorean ecosystem.
This is really cool, by the way. You know why it's exciting for me? Because I just bought an EV, I was really anti EVs for a long time, and I honestly thought it was going to be like a learning curve, or that you're going to have to get used to it. But as soon as I've got it, it's just become. I feel like I'm thinking, why didn't I get it sooner?
Yeah, it's like
it makes so much more sense. Right?
Yeah, there's so much fun to drive.
Yeah,
and then also it's just nice to be able to charge it at home.
Yeah,
and
you're not having
so
to go.
convenient.
Yeah, when you're running late to go get kids or whatever it might be, and then having to stop at the station. Anyway, the EVs we can go on for a while, but it's really exciting for me. What's the price tag on these?
So we're looking to sell them around 250,000 US, and then from there, depending on how you spec it out with all the extra features.
And it looks very similar to the original, like the OG one.
Yeah, we've got the gull-wing doors, and all the things that people love about the original Delorean.
Okay, this is really exciting. Exciting. So, moving on to my first question. So the automotive sector is experimenting with blockchain for titles, leasing, usage rights. What's the most realistic first use case, do you think, of bringing vehicle ownership onto the blockchain?
So I think what we've done with the pre-sales and the deposits for the new Alpha 5, we sold those on the blockchain. We've sold the first 1,000. People receive an NFT, which represents their place in line. And typically when you're bringing a new vehicle to market, we've seen it with Tesla, it takes time. And in that time, maybe someone decides, I don't want this vehicle anymore, or they lost their job, can't afford it. Or if someone missed the pre-sale and says, no, I want to be the first to get it, they have that ability to bid on that build slot. And we've created a secondary market for the deposits. And then when the vehicle's ready, they'll be able to put down the rest of the deposit, receive the vehicle, and then that NFT becomes like the certificate of authenticity, where the driving data, how you service it, all that stuff gets uploaded and keeps the transparency in the resale market.
Yeah, no, it is really, really cool. And I can't think of anybody who's done this before.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to revolutionize the whole auto industry.
I mean, the only thing I think is similar with the pre-sale thing, I don't know if other people have done it before, but I remember like years ago, maybe 2015, the Cybertruck.
Yep.
You could pay the deposit for it. I remember paying a deposit for it. It was like a
But it wasn't transferable when it wasn't on the blockchain.
But I feel like that's the first time I've seen and it just has like that similar aesthetics.
Yeah, because now you can cut out the dealerships and go right to the end user, which is amazing.
Yes, really cool. So RWA, everybody's talking about token, big RWA AI. So either or, right? and it's doing really well, and they find loads of use cases in finance and everything else. So how do you see like the tokenization side of things developing as the financial tokenization of it?
Yeah, so I look at really what we're doing there is putting the power back in the hands of the user. So when they're driving around, companies collecting all sorts of data. So why can't the user earn for their data?
Yeah.
That's really where the DMC token comes in, and the drive to earn. We've sort of called it.
That'd be quite cool.
Yeah, and that's just kind of the tip of the iceberg.
So you literally have to you get rewarded for driving the car.
Yeah, we plan on
higher the mileage.
We'll be having a crypto wallet
Yeah.
in each car, and there's so many things that you'll be able to do with that, which is pretty cool. And then besides that, we also have a staking model coming out where people will be able to stake the token, and then we'll use the staking order to determine eligibility for new vehicles, limited edition merch. Really looking at what Porsche and Ferrari have been able to do with the exclusivity.
So one question I have then, because of this functionality and use case and utility for this token, do you think you have to be into crypto to buy it? I mean, can you buy it in anything other than like USDC or whatever it is?
Yeah, we're making sure to not exclude the Web2 clients.
Yeah.
And that was really one of the reasons we chose the SWI blockchain, because they're great at simplifying the tech, making it easy to use. You can download one of their wallets, attach it to your Twitch account, Gmail account, Apple ID. They make it super easy, and really almost to the point where people can interact with the blockchain, and not realize it.
Well, finally, finally got there. So I guess the question of the back of this is with the Web2, Web3 thing, like Web2 retailers, I can't imagine that they're all open to this, right? Or all of that.
Yeah, it's disruptive technology.
Yeah, like I don't think they're open to it at the moment. So what would you say to them, like to convince them that this is the way forward in terms of like, selling cars?
Yeah, I mean, I think, just see how we're doing. We're building the community, creating lots of hype around it and getting people excited for the vehicle. And I think, once they see the success of what we're doing,
surely that can't be the only reason, no. It's like if BMW wanted to, if you're saying, no, BMW, you need to be doing this, having your token and having your, making it purchasable by crypto and having all these utility with a token, for, the BMW token or wherever it might be. How do you, it can't just be community that you're selling to them, right? They already have one.
It's slightly different for them though, too, because we are producing such a small amount of vehicles.
Yeah.
So, it's really, the hype is there in it of exclusivity, difficult to get. When you're producing a ton of vehicles, you almost have to manufacture the exclusivity.
Yeah,
so
okay.
it can be a little bit difficult for them to.
So you think
and you also hear with some of these legacy car brands is you have to buy 4 or 5 of the base model cars and all that to be offered a chance to get the exclusive car.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, so beyond cars, what other consumer sectors do you think that this? Do you believe that this could be like closest to disrupting, in terms of like having on-chain marketplaces? And what lessons have you learned from?
Yep. Yeah, you mentioned just now the Hermes handbags.
Yeah.
We're definitely looking at disrupting the luxury goods market as well by creating a Delorean lifestyle brand.
Oh, cool.
So because we see the original DMC car has such an iconic design language of the brushed steel, that boxy look. So that transfers so well to limited edition watches, luggage, apparel. So we definitely are creating this Delorean lifestyle brand that's going to utilize the same tech, marketplace, and direct to our consumer.
This is really cool to hear. I'm excited to see how this develops. And how far along are you, like generally with the project? I know we mentioned that you recently had a public sale on Republic, and what's happening after that now? Yep.
So tokens come out, working on the staking and governance models, which should be out in the next month or so.
Cool.
And then from there, there's the focus on listings, making sure that the token is accessible to, all the Delorean markets.
Really
And and then it's partnerships, collaborations, merch, all while the car is being built in the background.
Wow. Okay. So how long do you think the car's going to take to?
Yeah, we
built?
anticipate another 2 to 3 years or so.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, just in the engineering feasibility studies and all that, right?
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like a long time, but like a Cybertruck probably took like 6 or 7 years, right, from when they did their pre-sale.
Yep.
Cool. That's really exciting. So just coming back to Token2049, is this your first event as
Second
Delorean?
time. Yep, second time in Singapore.
Yeah.
We were here last year. We announced the Delorean time capsule NFT, which is the time capsule. It's like the membership to our community. We sold 8,800 of those, and they sold out in minutes, and really started creating the Web3 community.
That's really cool. That would have been
Delorean.
reassuring for you, like, do the right thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
or like a Delorean still has that, like gravitas or that
Yep.
interest.
Yeah, and then it's also amazing for us being here because F1 is the
Oh my
same
gosh,
time.
yes. Yes,
So,
I forgot about that synergy. Yeah.
Yeah. So this year we created these limited edition racing jackets that has all the ecosystem.
Oh my gosh, where can I get
logos.
one? That sounds so cool.
Yes, if you just come down to Sui Fest.
You're joking. I could just go get one.
Yeah, it's in this building at our booth, and we'll definitely.
All right, I'm getting one, guys. Oh my God. I was genuinely looking at these racing jackets, thinking they look really, really cool.
Yeah, I've actually have one there. I have to give that to someone else, but you can take a look at it, and then I'll save one for you downstairs.
Oh my gosh.
But, you can kind of see what it looks like.
This is so cool.
Yeah, so we got Sui, Delorean, Motorverse, and then can't see it here, but we have one of our exchange partners on the sleeve as well.
Oh, I want one of those. That's like the best merch.
Yep.
You know what? I've been going around looking for merch. Like for good stuff, there's not that much good stuff around at the moment. I think it's not, people aren't as generous as they used to be with the merch, and they just keep it for like special occasions. I don't know what. And what do you think of Token2049, and what have you come to do here this year?
Yeah, so we're here to let everyone know that Delorean is in Web3, and what we're building, the new vehicle. Because still like there's so many projects coming into Web3, and we think that we are one of the biggest brands coming into space. And,
massive, yeah, it's really exciting, especially for me, like an 80s kid. So that's massive. And what about just generally the space? What are you bullish on right now?
Always Bitcoin. I think that's kind of the number one thing, and really why this industry exists, and why we're all here. And then, of course, brands that are coming into the space. I like to think what we're doing with Delorean is really building the framework for how Web2 brands enter Web3. And I think a lot of the work we're doing, we're just going to start to see more legacy brands come into the space, build communities, and start launching products.
Really good. Thank you. Really good answer. It's been lovely speaking to you today. And it's been really exciting to learn about Delorean and see the jacket and everything else. So thank you so much for your time today. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.